Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial with Build with Mr. Lee. In today's video, we are going to be looking at passing data to our Blade view in Laravel. So, for example, we've created our first Laravel application. If you don't actually know how to create your Laravel application, check out my previous video. So, we want to pass data such as things like your name or possibly your age or date of birth to your view file. In this tutorial, we are going to put that. So here is a quick example of what I've done. So in this particular example, I passed my name and my age. Of course, is the tentative age. So the next example, I was able to get the names of all my students in my class, and I was able to show that pass an array to my view page. So let's delve right into the code. So on my code, on my VS Code, I open my terminal. If you don't know how to open your terminal, you go to the top right left corner of the screen and you go to terminal and you click on new terminal, or you use Control Shift backlit. So here to save my project, I put PHP artisan save. So the project has been saved. Let's confirm that on our screen. Yeah, so this Laravel page. So we are going to be creating a new view file and we are going to call that view file home. So we are not actually using a controller now. The callback function that you actually see on your first Laravel application. So we are going to return a view called home instead of welcome. So of course, if you return a view called home, we'll go to our resources, views, resources. In your resources, you go to views. Inside your views, you create a new file called home.blade.php. So inside of this, I'm going to actually generate my HTML boilerplate by just using um, the exclamation mark here, pressing enter. And here I'm going to put hello world. So in this hello world, sorry, let me put that in a h1 tag. In this hello world, I want to return hello world. My name is, and let's say my date of birth is so and so. So what I'm going to do is for me to be able to pass those variables of names and date of birth as a data or as a data to this particular page, I will go back to my route, your web.php. In your route, your web.php, we'll create a variable called name, and let me give me John Doe, and the variable called DOB, that's date of birth, and let me see 20th July. 20th July. So I haven't done this. So want to actually make this stuff show inside our hello world. So there are three ways to making this show. We'll start by the first one. The first one is passing it as a second parameter to our view. So the second parameter would be an array. So we have an array name and DOB. So the array would be an associative array. So associative array with the key here is name and the key on this other one is DOB. So the key is this, the value is the name you defined, and here is DOB, the value is the name you defined. So we go back to our home page and want to use this. Hello world, my name is, then you use your mustache. Then you put the name of the variable, um, and my date birth is. Use your mustache tag and you put your variable DOB. So the mustache is actually used to declare PHP variables inside of your HTML boilerplate, or inside your HTML file, or your HTML element. So we have this. Now let's go back to our page. Remember, the home page is now returning home, not no longer view. So If you check, you see hello world, my name is John Doe and my date of birth is 20th July, which are the variables coming from your backend, that's from your route, your web route. So in the web file.php, we have these two variables. The next method to pass data to our view is the width, is to chain it with the width method. So we have the after the name of your view, we'll chain a method called width to this view. So we call width, and we're also going to the width accept an array. So it accept an array as variable, then we put the name, specify the name and the DOB. So with this, and you check this here, if you still check this, this will be returning same thing. Then the next method, which is my own best method, is the compact. There is a method called compact which we can actually add as a parameter to our view method. So we have compact and name and GOB. So the names are the name of the variable should be inside the string inside the compact method. So we have name GOB. So if you go back to your home and let's refresh this, everything remains the same. So lastly, in this video, we are going to be looking at how we can pass an array names. So let me call it names of students. Names of students. So we are going to create an array. So random student, Alice, Bob, Diana, and we are going to be, please remember your semicolon here. We are going to be passing that name of student as a parameter to our compact method. So names of students. So we come back, we go to our home, hello world. So instead of putting my name is, I say here are the names of my students. So after that, I come here, I use a UL tag and I use an li tag. So this li tag, I would use a for loop to look through the array of student names to print the various names of the students. So for us to use an array inside of our HTML template, inside our HTML elements, we use the blade directive, which is at for each. So we have for each and ensure that you have the end for each. So for each what? For each name of, actually instead of me having names, okay, I can use this for each name of students as, let me just give it as name. Then this li tag will represent each individual name. So I'll just paste the li tag inside here and I'll use my mustache tag to print the individual names. So each of these names of my students would actually show as a different li tag here. Actually showing undefined variable name of student. So let's look at it. So we confirm the name of students here. These names of students. And here is showing name of students. So we change it to names and we refresh. So you can see hello world, here are the names of my students coming out: Alice, Bob, Charlie, Diana. So if I go back here and I put something like James, you would also see that the name here is showing James. So with that will be it for this my video. Thank you for staying till this time. And also there is a video that shows how you can actually use a controller to return your view instead of returning the view inside the callback function here. So I would actually put the video on the screen. Thank you for staying till this time. I'll see you in my next video. Do well to like, subscribe, and put your comment if you have any question concerning the items on the video. We'll see you in my next video.